J-Team's Action going to be bringing in Tarka G, and you know, a lot of players have said that Akos is really just a better Tarka. So interesting to see the Tarka pick coming out into this Akos heavy lobby. Ventus' Reki here going to take a lot of damage from WBG Spider off of that overhold there with the Katana, do quite a bit of damage. Reki going to get a little bit of a reset there off of the F, but Spider wants to keep this pressure up. He's at a little bit of a disadvantage in terms of shield, but he's already blitzed so much HP off of Reki. AOW's Mike comes in from the side though, looking for a massive third party. Catches them both with a charged vertical off of the longsword there, doing a ton of damage. Spider going to be forced to pop the F1 just to get Mike off. Reki is going to go down as AOW Mike finds the elimination there with the pistol from range. Spider looking to come back in. He's able to find a reset there onto the shield by picking up that Soul Bloom, but Spider going to get frozen out here, and Mike looking to find some distance so he can start to find a reset. It's got to be careful as we're going to see Spider come around the outside instead of through the middle. Mike was hoping that he was going to go through the middle, buy himself time to get 2 pots off instead of 1. That's not how it plays out. Spider keeping it up, but Mike keeping the theme of the parry up, catches a massive parry onto Spider, is going to use the F to take back control of the neutral. Spider going to be forced to pop the ultimate. AOW's Mike doesn't want to give up the chase, though he sees how low Spider is, but Spider in this ultimate is going to be very, very scary. Being able to do those tiger jump left clicks here is going to take complete control of the neutral. Mike has got to stall this fight out and try to keep Spider from resetting at the same time. He doesn't have a lot of pots for himself. He will get his armor fully reset here. Spider able to find a full reset as well as he continues to look for Mike so he can keep the pressure up. He's not able to find him just yet. Spider gonna go ahead and opt to take the bounty so he knows where Mike is, but Mike's gonna come up from behind while Spider takes the bounty. Spider gonna take just a little bit of damage there, but he's gonna get quite a bit of damage off. Oh my goodness, Spider gets the icicle knocked onto his head. He's stunned and he's gonna go down as Mike slides in and picks up the elimination from KLA's Fong. Oh my goodness. Spider has got to be so mad about what just happened there. Fong able to find the Dragon's Rush into the Nedge's Might. Will turn around and pick up the elimination onto AOW's Mike though. Shaw trying to find a reset here after he picks up some armor from one of those bodies. Needs to teleport away. KLA's Fong waiting to see if he's going to teleport back. Shaw trying to find the uppercut onto J-Team's Action. Action with the staff though in a fairly strong situation. Shaw keeping it moving. Action. Panda Man shows up as well. We're going to see another icicle come down, but Shaw not going to fall victim to it like WBG Spider did. Panda Man looking to give chase into this fight as well. Shaw, unfortunately, getting caught out on the outside of that little piece of wood is going to cost him pretty heavily. He does find a massive parry into Riposte. He's going to send Panda Man absolutely flying. He's going to be forced to TP away here, and he knows he can't TP back. There's so many players hungry to pick up this elimination. Shaw's just got to keep things moving here. Fong is going to find him topside. He's going to be able to find at least one more teleport after popping the ultimate, but J-Team's Action finds the elimination with the pistol.
What a kill from J-Team's Action, coming in and stealing kills, and that's been the name of the game today, hey? We've seen so many players come through and take away kills from these other players. We saw it from AOW's Mike, we saw it happen to Wang Liang and, WBG Spider early on here. He got 2 kills stolen from him, and it looks like J-Team's Action has now become the target of interest from KLA's Fang. Wang Liang taking a little bit of damage here from that scale rush into the grapple. We're going to see Action sending up a couple of pop shots. He's going to run around on this side. Wants to keep as much distance as possible. Still needs a little bit of better loot here because he only has that gray armor. It is not going to be a super helpful thing to have in these later circles, as well as WBG Spider only got that gray armor. They need a little bit more because it's just 2 to 3 hits with a blue to purple weapon, and especially with the gold, you take that out so fast. AOW Mike here, the gray dagger and blue armor here. He's got a little bit of better loot armor-wise, but he still is lacking in the weapon department. Here's Wang Liang holding charge in front of him. Action popping that F at the perfect time. They're able to get the fist off. Is going to be forced to pop the ultimate here as Wang Liang's running away, holding blue to just try and avoid that elbow from Action, and Action looks like he's going to go down. Tried to pop the ult, but Wang Liang said, no, not today. I'm just going to keep holding blue. You cannot hit me with that people's elbow. And it looks like KLA's Fang here trying to get the kill onto OUG's Panda Man. Fang looking for the scale rush, tries to go in with the chase on to the dagger, and he gets the parry here. Pandaman taking a lot of damage, forced to ult, is going to end up having both of them ulting here, and it looks like Pandaman is going to go down to KLA's Fang, as we're going to see Shan Yu coming out with the V3, trapping KLA's Fang in this zone here. I haven't seen V3 come out very often, and it looks like Shan Yu is going to try and just get this priority here with the katana, dashing back and forth. The ult is going to be gone already here. As we see KLA's Fang using a very great job of getting away here, not taking too much damage, but is going to start losing a lot of health here. As we're going to see the roar come through into the uppercut combo, but the terrain is going to grief it. KLA's Fang trying to run away. Such low health, switches over to the dagger so that they can get a little bit better movement. Just playing ring around the rosy. It looks like he might be able to get a pot off. He does get one singular pot. Shan Yu trying to find it, but it's not able to. KLA's Fang getting back to almost full health, and Shan Yu is going to back off.
Oh my goodness, Fang there. Getting saved not once, but 3 times by terrain here, where he's just juggled up into the air, and then the terrain either makes it so he doesn't take damage, or he's able to stand up a few frames early and roll out of the way here. KLA Fang has got to be swinging his sweet praises right now that the terrain interrupted all of those charge right clicks coming out of the katana here, because otherwise he would not be alive to see the rest of this lobby. Bong, though, in a very comfortable position for himself. He's got purple armor, purple dagger. This is exactly where Fong likes to be. He would never have any other setup.
Having that purple armor and a purple dagger, where lots of these players only have a advantage in one area. They'll either have like GS's T225 with legendary nunchucks right off the bat here, but only has blue armor. Having both purples in weapons and armor is a huge advantage to have, as we're going to see these pistol shots come off, and we're going to see the F1 come out already. Kai Bao here dealing a lot of damage onto T225. The ultimate is going to get popped right away here, so they're going to start jumping around, trying to hit each other with these claws and getting the damage off. And T225 is going to miss all 3 of these shots here, as Kai Bao said, now it's my turn. I'm going to hit you with one. I'm going to miss the second one, but I'm going to try and get you with the third one. He hits it. He goes for those claws. He keeps just jumping around, and GT225 is getting super low here, is forced to take that scale rush up top, tries to regain priority into the fight, isn't going to be able to, and it looks like the switch over to the katana, and Wolves Kai Bao coming out on top here, getting that free purple and legendary weapon here, and he's going to get that Vermilion's Bird Might coming through to him. He has that purple armor on him now as well. This is what he's been waiting for, to come and capitalize. Winning that Realm of Yang is going to be super huge for him coming into this fight. He's going to be able, for the next 206 seconds, take as many fights as he wants without the fear of losing his life completely, as we're going to flip over. GG Shaw getting absolutely blitzed by Yiran here, forced to take that blue armor swap. Looks like he's going to try and get a singular pot off, as EWG's Yiran giving chase with the dagger. It looks like Shaw is going to be able to get away because of the third parties coming into this fight. GT225 needs to get a kill here, and it looks like he's going to be facing off against Kai Bao right away. T225 coming in with a huge parry, able to steal that gold weapon away already, and Kai Bao coming in with another huge parry, but we're going to see the ultimate come up from 225, and it looks like Kai Bao getting dangerously low here. GT225 is going to get popped into the uppercut combo, and he's going to go down. It looks like Kai Bao is going to come away with Wang Liang is going to come away with the kill. Kai Bao coming through, trying to make something happen with his ultimate as well, but Wang Liang said no, not today. He does have that revive, and EWG's Rebrand waiting in the wings for somebody to come and give him a fight. Now, it looks like he's not going to come in third party this, and never mind, I spoke a little bit too soon. We're going to see the F come out from both of them here. Wang Liang still has his F charge. He does also have that Vermilion's Bird buff. He is not too worried. He does want to try and pick up some of these more weapons here, because he did lose his gold dual blades, and it looks like WBG Spider has been able to come around and pick them up. It looks like he's going to just try and TP out of there as fast as possible. He doesn't want to take the fight, but he is happy he got those weapons.
WBG Spider up here. So many players coming in here through the portals to jump into these fights. You know, very unfortunate for Wolves Kai Bao. He had the potential to pick up multiple eliminations there. Wang Liang was just able to take them away from him. He does have that Vermilion Bird's Might that he was able to pop, though, so he's still in the fight, but it's just unfortunate that all the mileage he was going to be able to get from it goes to Wang Liang, who's able to pick up those eliminations by coming in, popping the ult secondary here, returning to OC Zhang Yu, who's in a fight with JDG Zhang, and Zhang locked down into that V3 here, just absolutely getting blitzed through by the dual blades of OC Zhang Yu. Zhang Yu more than happy to be able to pick up that elimination. XCG's Wang Liang on the receiving end of some pain here. He's got that ultimate. He's going to turn those Tiger Claws on the likes of EWG's Yuron and starts to follow it up with those jump left clicks, trying to lock Euron down. Euron, though, going to take control of the neutral. Oh my goodness, Ventus' Reki comes in and locks them both down with the freeze, and Reki will pick up the elimination on to Wang Liang. Wang Liang had just a couple seconds there. It looked like a Vermilion Birdmite, so he's still going to be in the game. 4 eliminations, going strong. Unfortunately, that massive freeze that comes through from Reki going to keep him from picking anything else up while he has that safety net. AOW's Mike coming in, looking for the third party, trying to find some eliminations here. Of course, many of these players want to take these fights here, pop those ultimates, pick up some kills, because they do have that Firefly cage right there, so they're going to be able to get their ultimate back online fairly quickly after taking one of these fights. AOW's Mike, though, continuing to give chase here, looking to go in onto EWG's Euron. Euron just trying to give him the old slip here, will pop the bell, so Euron knows where Mike is. Unfortunately, Mike going to back off just a little bit, doesn't want to take the fight there near the edge of the zone, turning to WBG Spider, who's got Kaylee's Fang locked down here. Fong forced to pop the F here just to get a little bit of a reset. Spider able to catch just a little bit of damage off the scale rush, but not too much. We're going to see Fong miss not once, but twice with the ultimate as they try to lock down WBG Spider and create some distance to get away here. Unfortunately, Fong, with no charges left in the ultimate, is going to find themselves being grappled down by WBG Spider. Fong back over here to the tower, trying to use that dagger to create as much space as possible here. Spider, ironically, coming back where he found himself eliminated earlier in this match. No eliminations under his belt yet, looking to change that here. Kaylee's Fong going to find a little bit of damage here onto GG Shaw. GG Shaw forced to stay inside, look for the reset. J-Team's Exjin, XCG's Wang Liang, WBG's Spider, all in the area looking to trade blows as we are on that tower watch here. Spider gonna take a hit here and get dropped down, gonna be forced to head outside. Oh my goodness, we're gonna see the rain shots coming in from downtown, even though Spider's in the bush, continues to take shots here. Wang Liang looking for the shot, not able to find a second one there. Spider looks like he's gonna be able to find the full reset though, as we see Kaylee's Fong come in. Spider gonna be forced to pop the F, knocks him off, goes topside here. He wants to get the full benefit of a maximum reset here. He doesn't want to leave anything behind. He's going to take this Realm of Yang, it looks like, or no, he's actually not going to opt to take the second Realm of Yang, as we see EWG and Wolves and OC and Bao Da getting ready to go head-to-head here. Zhang Yu going head-to-head with Huang Fly.
Huang Fly and Xiang Yu is going to be an interesting fight. They do both have purple armor with blue weapons. Taking a look, it's going to be Xiang Yu on the dagger, Huang Fly on the nunchucks. And these weapons are valid to switch at any second, as we're going to see Huang Fly coming through with the nunchuck combo into the grab. We've seen him do this time and time again. Crazy combo coming through, and Xiang Yu popping that V3 here. We're going to see the F come through, but not too much happening, and Xiang Yu just getting bashed over and over again. Tries to dash out, but isn't going to be able to. Looks like they're able to get a pot off. Xiang Yu coming in, gaining prio, but stopping, not able to get the full thing through. Huang Fly trying to make something happen and regain priority in this fight, and Xiang Yu is going to go down to Bao Da's H-Fly, using those nunchucks and the Akos ult in tandem perfectly, and look at that, he's going to be able to get those golden nunchucks. That is going to be a huge help for him. He's able to deal so much more damage now. So we're going to flip over AOW Mike with only gray armor and a gray weapon. Looks like he's able to switch already to a blue dagger, picking up some better weapons, reskinning them right away on the fly. A little bit of a risky move, but you know, I like it. I like your style. You have to be you when you're fighting, otherwise you're not going to be comfortable. As we're going to see a huge Bane's Breath getting dropped onto this area with all of these players. So they are going to end up scattering pretty quickly. They are playing on the edge of it right now, as we are going back to our... It's almost every game now. Welcome to Tower Watch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host and caster Seb, and I'm joined alongside my main man, Runekeeper.
Oh my goodness, we love some Tower Watch here, as we see Ventus' Reki is actually the one up top on the Ballista, trying to get some shots off on these players who are trying to come topside. AOW's mic pretty low here. He needs to be careful. If he goes topside, he could find himself eliminated with just one ballista shot here. WBG Spider taking quite a bit of damage here. No armor to his name. Trying to find some hits here with that greatsword, but unfortunately, he's actually going to find himself backstabbed here by GG Shaw. Going to be forced to pop the ultimate to stay alive here. Unfortunately, though, all he has is shield powders, and he's down to just 2. He can't get a full reset here if he wants to. He's got to find an elimination and find some pots if he wants that. The ballista coming down, though, going to burn quite a bit of damage. Spider hoping to pick up this elimination here onto AOW's Mike, but it's Mike who turns it around onto WBG Spider. Mike able to find a reset here from that Soul Bloom. Unfortunately, Mike, though, still with just the white armor here, he can't afford to armor swap into our boy's Spider's armor. He's got to keep things moving with all these players giving chase. Oh my goodness, that could have been anyone's elimination there with the ballista pumping damage from up above down onto that fight. That was a risky fight for both Mike and Spider, and unfortunately, Spider pays the price as he's going to be eliminated here from this game with 0 points under his belt. We hear that ballista continuing to go off. Now we're going to see Wang Liang catching the scale rush onto AOW's Mike. Mike just looking to hold any one of these corners and find any kind of reset that he can. Huang Fly wanting to give chase, though. And now it's GG Shaw who's up top on the ballista, looking for anything he can get his hands on. He sees Wang Liang looking to approach. He's just going to throw that ballista shot out just to threaten the space here. Battlehouse Huang Fly all the way on the bot side. J-Team's action looks to come topside, but the ballista scares him away. And Shaw, more than happy to just keep throwing these shots out, but he's got to be very careful because every one of those shots, if he wants more bullets, he's going to have to use resources. He's going to have to burn those repair kits, and those are few and far between the later we get in these games. J-Team's action locking down on AOW's Mike. Mike, again, having those white shields blitz through. No shields left. He's taking burn tick damage here as well. The grapple's going to come through. Wang Liang looking to make it happen as well. He's going to be forced to pop the ultimate here onto Zping. He does have bubble available. He's going to need to save that if he wants to stay alive here, trying to find more of a reset. Unfortunately, nobody giving him time to do that. He's going to be forced to spend the bubble. AOW's Mike takes a huge bow shot and a ton of damage. Shaw going to take the ballista shot and get knocked from topside. Mike finally able to find a respite and get a little bit of reset here. Unfortunately, no ult, no bubble available, and still rocking white armor. AOW's Mike is in a difficult situation. Ventus's Reki finally looking to give up ballistic control from up top.
Ballistic control is looking like cloudy with a chance of hellfire raining from above as they're trying to hit Huangfly. There is the burn tick damage that's going to be going off, but no actual ballista shots are going to hit onto Huangfly here as he needs to get that reset off and heal as fast as possible. So we're going to see the dagger charge coming down, trying to use that charged RMB to deal some damage onto J-Team's action. It looks like they're just going to use that extra dagger movement with the dagger dashes to escape this area. The ballista is now fully out of the circle, so nobody is going to be trying to hold that as fast as we're seeing the meteor showers in this lake area. This is going to be difficult as AOW's Mike's health has just completely been minced. He is going to have to pop the pot, but he does have 6 left after this, trying to find some more resources, and it looks like he's going to get hit again. No, Mike taking so much damage, and as you know, all of his armor is going to be gone every single time. He's getting dangerously low. He cannot be playing in this asteroid field much longer. This is interesting. He does need to get that health back. He does have a lot of resources, but he just burned so much for so little, not able to come away with very much else. He tried to go for those gold troves, tried to see if there was anything else, and it looks like he's just picked up a little bit of a better armor now. He does have blue. He is hearing a couple players coming through and joining him, and we're back on Tower Watch as the Morris Blessing is going to be spawning towards that lower side of the lake as we're going to see Shaw and Xiangyu try and go for it, and it looks like Xiangyu is going to be able to come away with that gold armor, but nothing else from the box. Still on that blue dagger. It looks like somebody else took the cannon and somebody else took the jades here, as that purple nunchucks are also going to be doing a lot of damage on these players. OC Xiangyu holding on the top of this roof here, making sure he did get the gold cannon. Is going to stick with the pistol though at first. Action getting dangerously low here, and it looks like GG Shaw able to come away with a huge sniper shot with the bow and arrow, coming away with another kill up on the board for this game as OC Xiangyu keeping his distance, not wanting to engage too quickly into these fights. He is going to keep an eye on everyone, make sure he knows where everyone is, keep his spacing intact, and he switches over to that cannon so he can deal even more range damage.
Absolutely. And I mean, it just huge for Shaw to finally get himself on the board this game as well, because AOW's Mike has been catching up so quickly to him, and Shaw hadn't been able to find the elimination just yet. So that one elimination puts him on the board, makes this positioning so much better for him. Even one elimination, when you get a high placement, matters so much more. But Shaw definitely needs to find some more eliminations for himself here. He's in a good situation, much better situation than he was game one in terms of gear, right? He has that purple armor. He's got himself a legendary weapon. He's got some decent resources, though they are starting to get a little low here. He's only got 2 shield pots. He needs to look for an elimination and see if he can find some pots onto one of those bodies without burning too many of them. Oh my goodness, AOW's Mike taking cannon shots left and right. The burn tick going down onto him. Mike forced to pop the ultimate and the bubble here. Oh my goodness, he goes so low. He's forced to burn absolutely everything. He goes inside, but many of these players looking to give chase. Wang Liang on the outside, still trying to find a way in to engage onto AOW's Mike. Mike will finally find the full reset, but it does cost him his ultimate in a crucial moment here. Those cannon shots paying dividends for the other players. Battle Swangfly looking to come topside. Scale rushes up, hot swaps to the bow, is unable to find the shot onto Mike. So Swangfly just going to be happy to hold the high ground here. AW's Mike looks to come back topside, sees Swangfly and decides against it here in a very similar situation that he was in game one, right? He's got a couple of eliminations under his belt. He's got that blue armor, and he's playing very aggressively. Unfortunately, that aggression cost him in game one. Let's see if he can make something happen with it here in game number 2. Wongfly more than happy to hold this high ground. He's got those legendary nunchucks, got that purple armor. Turn back here. This was such a great fight here between Wolves Kai Bao and EWG's Yiran. Kai Bao absolutely just takes control of this fight. He immediately turns around with the ultimate there, pops some huge damage onto Euron, waits for Euron to go ahead and pop into this. Finally, as soon as that ult goes down, he's just back into it here with the nunchucks, forces Euron to go ahead and burn the F, and Kai Bao has so much control of this situation. Not really anything EWG's Euron can do, given the fact that his ultimate's gone. He was forced to burn his F. Kai Bao plays that fight extremely well. We love to see our Wolves boys doing good here. Top 9 left remaining as Zone 5 gets ready to collapse onto Zone 6 in the next 20 seconds here. Kele's Fong looking to take the high ground here, but needs to be careful as the bow shots ring through. He does find a couple of cannon shots here onto OC Zhang Yu. Zhang Yu taking a little bit of burn tick here, is able to find a reset with the shield pot there, but those bow shots continue to rain in. The cannon shots keep coming in as well. Zhang Yu going to be forced to pop the F, and then a massive bow shot comes through. Zhang Yu going to lose most of that gold armor. As soon as he finds a pot, he's losing more yet again. He's able to get most of a reset off, but these players still have all eyes onto OC Zhang Yu. He's caught out in the middle here. He's taken a lot of damage, and they just continue to burn through his resources. This is not where you want to be if you're OC Zhang Yu. Yes, you're in the middle of the circle, but all these players have got to collapse onto you, and they're looking to take that high ground away from you as Zone 5 collapses onto Zone 6.
And when the zones get smaller and smaller, these fights become more and more imminent. We are seeing these players trying to hold on to their ultimates as long as possible. We might see a few come out in desperation quickly here, but Wang Liang with that Cavalry Bloom Soul Jade on the dual blades, it is a dangerous Soul Jade, being able to push players into the storm with a charged blue attack from dual blades, and it deals so much damage. And seeing it come out of nowhere, just somebody running up at you with dual blades and then running into you with those dual blades in the same, if you miss your parry, if you mess it up and you don't notice what is happening, 2 to 3 players can get scooped up into that, and it is not fun, I can tell you from personal experience. As we're seeing back on that tower watch, everybody is just hanging out in their own levels. They got their own floors to the hotel. They're just hanging out. Xiang Yu on top of the pillar of the rocks here. Huangfly just holding that last little bit, trying not to take any damage, just moving around as much as possible on that little tiny piece of tower that is left, so that they do not have to engage into these fights as quick as these other players will, because the low ground players are going to start to fight first here. As we're seeing AOW Mike already take some damage here, as he's going to try and reset, heal up some pots, use up a little bit more of his resources, as he's going to end up being forced now to exit this circle, and they're all going to be forced to converge on each other. Wang Liang waiting in the wings for Mike to show up out there. He's just running around with those dual blades. Everybody is just at a stalemate at this point. They're just not engaging, not shooting each other, and they're just waiting for this circle to get ready so they can get rowdy.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, AOW's mind fairly low last time we saw on those resources. So every one of those resources he's forced to burn through is a big deal for him, especially because he only has that blue armor right now. It's not a great place for Mike to be in. Kaylee's Fong, on the other hand, is just pummeling people with these cannons. Unfortunately, he does only have that single repair kit left. He does have a backup cannon in the pocket, so he still has quite a few shots here, but he needs to be careful with it. Taking a look here, Mike does only have the 2 shield pots and the 1 health pot. We're actually going to see that cannon come through the wall, do a little bit of damage to Mike, as well as put that burn tick on him. He's going to be forced to pop the F here because there's no place for him to go to ground to look for a reset. Kaylee's Fong goes into the bottom side. It takes that little corner away from him. So Mike's got to sit topside, and he's pretty vulnerable here. Anybody can just look up with a bow here and land a massive shot onto AOW Mike, so he's got to be very careful about his positioning topside here. Luckily, GG Shaw and Wang Liang, who are in the prime position to take those shots, a little too worried about one another. Like you said, Wang Liang with that Soul Jade there for the dual blades, that is a very, very nasty Soul Jade that can let you just hold on to all types of area, and it's kind of hard to land that parry timing because you have to do it on prediction. You can't do it on reaction. AOW's Mike up top going to be forced to burn the F yet again. He's trying to use that F instead of burn resources, if at all humanly possible. But this is zone 7. There's 4 seconds left, and then there's going to be no place left to go as zone 7 now collapses onto the final zone. These players are going to be all forced together here. Top 9 players left remaining in the lobby. We're going to see who comes out on top here in game number 2. AOW's Mike being very quickly evicted from topside here. We're going to see grapples coming through, a scale rush doing a little bit of damage to Mike. Mike just trying to hold that topside space for as long as humanly possible. Zhang Yu trying to get some damage out. Oh my goodness! Zhang Yu just getting sent absolutely airborne, sent flying, gonna come in here with the F3O, looking to capture some of these players down, and it's gonna be Akkozol after Akkozol. Zhang Yu goes down to Badass Huangfly. Huangfly on the inside, just trying to hold that space as much as possible here. Oh my goodness, the actual zone collapsing onto the hitbox of the corner of the tower. Nobody's safe, nobody can keep themselves alive. Kai Bao picks up an elimination, picks up 2 eliminations. Oh my goodness, I'm not even sure who came out on top. It all ends so fast. I think it might be AOW's Mike.